Guys, so I haven't been on YouTube in a pretty long time. My last video was in July and it's middle of October right now, so it's been a while. Basically, I kind of just wanted to get on here because sometimes I go and watch people's videos and there'll be a few videos and then all of a sudden there won't be any more, and I'm always kind of like, I wonder whatever happened to that girl, you know? Did she end up getting pregnant? Did she not? Like, what? Wonder if she'll ever do another video again. So I don't think a whole lot of people watch my videos, but in case some people were and they were just kind of like, what happened to her? Where did she go? I thought I would do another video. So basically, we've been kind of at a standstill. This is cycle 19 of trying to conceive our second child, and that's actively trying to conceive. Guys, in a few months, it's kind of been dwelling on me. In February, which is what, 4 months away, it will be 3 years since we started trying to get pregnant again with a second child. 3 years, and that has just really gotten me down, I guess. I don't have any answers. We went for some testing and I did some, I had an ultrasound and my eggs have been checked and my lining, and, they were like, yeah, you've ovulated, you have a really good egg count. Obviously they can't really tell me the quality or anything. And they couldn't tell me, if there was some blockages. They still want to do more testing, and I still want to do more testing. But with those appointments, they told me they had given me a price of how much it was going to cost, and the prices aren't matching up. So now I'm kind of like stuck with these medical bills. I'm trying to pay them so I can continue going. And my husband was supposed to get a semen analysis a couple months ago, and he just hasn't gotten one yet. He's such a workaholic that it's like, it feels like he just doesn't have time to do it, and I know he really wants to have another child and everything, and it's just been, I don't know, schedule's been kind of chaotic, and I don't know. These last few months I've just been trying to not be depressed. I've broken down a few times. I think the longer it goes on, the harder it is to stay positive and be hopeful. And I try to, but just being honest, it's not easy. So we've just been kind of stuck there. The last couple cycles I did try soy isoflavones. The clinic themselves was going to go ahead and put me on Clomid, which I didn't quite understand because they have a regular cycle. I ovulate, regularly. And I was kind of like, I don't know if I want to do Clomid. I don't want to have like triplets or something. When I was at my fertility testing the first time, they had told me, you ovulated 2 eggs on your own. So then it kind of got me worried, like, well, how many times have I ovulated 2 eggs? I don't know. I'll never know. But you want me to do Clomid, and I'm already ovulating 2 eggs on my own every once in a while, or I could be. And so that's just going to like double that. What if I have quadruplets or something? What if it makes me ovulate 5 eggs or something crazy? I know that probably sounds stupid, but it makes you wonder. So I went ahead and I've done a lot of reading into soy isoflavones and how they're kind of like the natural Clomid, if you will. And the first month I tried them, I did the cycle day. My plan was to do cycle day 3 through 7. And that's just in the middle of when you can take them, and that's what most people try. So I was doing that, and I was doing a low dose. I was doing 80 milligrams which, I mean, soy isoflavones is supposed to be half the dose of Clomid, so it would have been like a pretty low dose of Clomid. But like I had said, you know, I was told I ovulated 2 eggs on my own. I know I ovulate regularly. I didn't want to go crazy with it and do, you know, 100 or 200 milligrams of the soy to have, you know, in retrospect, 100 milligrams of Clomid. You know what I'm saying? So, I did 80 milligrams, and it was for about 3 days, and I was, you know, having some pain on my left ovary. Like, it was sore. I was feeling it. One morning I was laying down and I was like feeling my ovary, and it just felt like a swollen rock. Like, it felt really hard. And like I said, I've been having, you know, I was having some pain, so I said, I'm not going to do this for the 5 days this month. You know, better safe than sorry. I don't want to mess anything up. And it was like really hard, you know, this ovary. So that kind of worried me. So I didn't continue to do it. I only did it 3 days out of the 5 days you're supposed to. I ovulated about the same time as normal. I definitely felt ovulation. I guess I normally don't really feel it. I mean, I can kind of tell when I'm about to ovulate, you know, the cervical mucus and the changes you have with that. But I never really had pain ovulating the egg. And I did. Which, you know, a lot of women were saying that's, you know, it's a good thing. It's the soy working. I mean, some women have never felt ovulation at all, been trying for years and tried soy and they feel ovulation. So, so that was that cycle. Obviously, I didn't get pregnant that cycle. And the following cycle, I did soy isoflavones. I wanted to do days 5 to 9 because that's supposed to, you know, kind of strengthen the egg that you have ready to be ovulated. Just strengthen that one egg instead of possibly maturing 2 or more eggs. And I did the full 5 days. I did 80 milligrams again. I didn't have any pain this time when I was taking it. And then I ovulated, I would say, kind of a couple days on the later side. I think it was cycle day 17. And I'm usually around, you know, 14, 15. I wasn't really that much later. And definitely felt ovulation again. It was pretty, you know, kind of painful, cramps all day. And then the next day, cervical mucus has changed, and I could tell, you know, I ovulated. I mean, I guess this month kind of got messed up a little bit because my husband had gotten hurt. He had hurt his chest and his arm. And so we kind of didn't get to try or BD, if you will, as many times as I would have liked. But, I mean, nobody's fault. And period came again, and, you know, wasn't pregnant again. And it's just kind of, you know, I've broken down a few times, like I said. It's been very emotional lately. I don't quite know what to feel with this. I mean, technically it is secondary infertility. I am having problems getting pregnant again. And the first time, you know, I didn't have any problems. I wouldn't say that I got pregnant right away or anything. It took about 9 months or so, but I wasn't, you know, I didn't really know about ovulation and the right times to BD and stuff like that. I wasn't as involved in all of this trying to conceive stuff, I guess, if you will. But I did get pregnant, and it was a healthy pregnancy, a healthy baby. I didn't have any problems. It was a normal delivery. I didn't have a C-section. I didn't have anything that could have put scar tissue in the uterus or tubes from any type of surgeries in the last few years, or nothing. So it's been very hard with, you know, yes, I have a child, but at the same time, I am just, I don't know, sad and angry, and don't really know what to feel with not being able to get pregnant this second time around. I don't know if I will have a second child at all anymore. And the thought of being done for good, of trying to get pregnant again, just crushes me. It does. Am I always gonna be upset when one of my friends gets pregnant? You know, what if, you know, someone gets pregnant in the next couple of years or something, and or seeing little babies or stuff like that? Is that always gonna bother me forever, or is that gonna go away? I don't know. I don't know anyone who has gone through this. I don't have anyone to talk to. It feels very lonely. I have been thinking about for infertility counselor, and they charge about $100 and up per session, and you know, who really not made of money or anything, who has money for that. So I don't know. I'd like to go, and maybe I could find one that does like a free, you know, for your first time or something, a free type of session, just to kind of get the feel of how it will be, or what they want to talk about, or if I feel like they can help emotionally. I don't know. But I just wanted to make this video because I think a lot of people go through this and they don't talk about it. There's been a lot that I've learned from this experience. I had no idea there was so many women out there that are just struggling to get pregnant even the first time, just having a hard time and going through these fertility treatments and years of trying and miscarriages, and it makes me angry because it's not fair. It's not fair that people who don't even want a child get pregnant. People that are, you know, teenagers, or just, you know, really being irresponsible, or on drugs and stuff like that, they get pregnant, and there are these great women out there that just would give their left arm to be pregnant and to be a mom, and it's not happening for them. And a lot of that, I've just been thinking a lot about that lately. And there's, on YouTube, there's not even a whole lot of people who are talking about trying for their second child and struggling to get pregnant again. So it's been hard to find a video where anybody even talks about it. And it's, you know, there's some mean people out there that are like, you know, well, you have your one child, be happy. You have a child. I've been trying forever and I don't have any. And I understand that, and I'm not trying to, you know, downplay anybody else's struggles or even compare it at that matter. I think we all go through our own things, and we shouldn't compare each other's experiences or struggles or anything to anybody else's. So yeah, maybe I'll talk more about it. I know this video is kind of getting kind of long, and my phone's going to cut it off and not let me post it, and I don't have a camera to do a video. So maybe I'll go ahead and do a second part of this and some of the other stuff I wanted to talk about in another one. All right?